Are you looking for a small, historic town with New England charm with modern convenience? Then Lancaster, Massachusetts literally might be the perfect town for you. We're going to be covering the town's history, what there is to do in Lancaster itself, and the Lancaster real estate market. This is a very different style video compared to my other town videos that I've done. We're going to test it out, see if I like it, see if you like it. But without further ado, we're going to get into this. So stick around if you're considering making a move to Lancaster or maybe a town nearby to Lancaster, because you're going to learn a lot from this video. So Lancaster, Massachusetts is located in Worcester County, and a fun fact is it's actually the oldest town in Worcester County, and it was incorporated in 1653. So there's a lot of historical buildings, historical churches. There's that Thayer Mansion, which is it's like a 21,000 plus square foot home. Definitely recommend reading into that a little bit more on Wikipedia to learn more about that. So it's about 20-25 minutes away from Worcester, and it's about 50 to 60 minutes away from Boston. So it's a commuter's dream, in all honesty. The town is like a blend of rural and suburban. It's not like a city. It's not like a small town, because there's about 8,400 residents, a little over 8,400 residents as of the last census, which is 2020. So it's not like a small town by any means, but it's not like a big town by any means. And there's not like many restaurants at all in Lancaster itself. There's no grocery stores. There's nothing like that. It's a very a tight-knit community. You know, whenever I drive through Lancaster, I feel the historical aspect to it. You feel just how old it is. Some of the architecture, some of it's just very beautiful. And it has that New England charm, if that's something that you're interested in as well. Who doesn't like New England charm after all, right? As do a lot of towns in Massachusetts, there are annual events, there's festivals, there's fairs, there's the Bolton Fair. The Bolton Fair, believe it or not, takes place in Lancaster, not Bolton, Mass. And Bolton is the town next to Lancaster. So schools in Lancaster. I'm just using the three most, I guess, popular schools, not popular schools, I guess. Just the three, the elementary school, the middle school, and the high school. There is like a Perkins school, there is like a Catholic school. I'm not gonna get into those. I'm just gonna focus on the elementary, middle, and high school. So the elementary school is Mary Rowlinson Elementary. So PK through 5th grade, 474 students as of the last data. This is the earliest or the most recent data that I have for these schools. Then there's the Luther Burbank Middle School, which is 6th through 8th grade. It's 243 students. And then Neshoba Regional, which is the high school, 9th through 12th grade, 831 students. And Lancaster is in the Neshoba Regional School District, which comprises of Lancaster, Stowe, and Bolton. So 3 towns. Okay, what there is to do in Lancaster. So there's the Nashua River. We can go fishing, canoeing, that sort of thing. If you're not familiar with the Nashua River, it's quite a big river that goes through New Hampshire and Massachusetts. You also have Lancaster State Forest and Cook Conservation Area. So that's good for hiking, biking, fishing. If you are a fan of outdoor activities, there's a couple places you can go to in Lancaster that can provide that lifestyle for you. And if not Lancaster, you have many other towns in the local area that have all these outdoor activities as well, because there's a lot of rural suburban towns around Lancaster. And Lancaster has very easy commuting access, like I mentioned. So you got Route 2, which goes from west to east or east to west. And then you have Route 190, which goes from north to south. So that's how you get to Worcester, is Route 190. Very easy access to Worcester. And then Route 2 gets you out towards the Boston Way, the Greater Boston Way. So very easy access to Worcester and Boston. So like I mentioned, the commuter's dream, it is kind of a commuter's dream for that small town feel, if that's what you're looking for. There's Davis Farmland, which is in Sterling, next door. I will link my Sterling video in the description down below, so you can check out that and learn more about Davis Farmland, which is just a big farm with a petting zoo, apple picking, fruit picking. There's barbecue, there's a petting zoo. Did I already mention petting zoo? I might have, but I'm gonna mention it again. There's a cornfield maze. I'm recording this on September 30th, 2024. It is fall. It's the perfect time to go to Davis Farmland. Then there's Bolton Orchards, great spot for apple picking and seasonal activities. We're in fall. It's a New England fall. Get out to some of these places. If I get this video up in a timely manner, I'm going to try. This is where I am trying something very new. I'm going to show you my screen on my laptop, and this is a video going through Main Street of Lancaster, checking out some of the buildings, checking out some of the homes on Main Street, checking out a couple of the churches. And then we're going to go to the Bolton Fair, where that's located in Lancaster, to show you what that looks like. And then we're going to pick a random neighborhood to kind of check out and see what types of homes are in that neighborhood, see how modernized it is. And this one I picked, spoiler alert, is beautiful. So stay tuned for that. As we'll get into, that's about a 4-minute clip to give you a little idea of what Lancaster itself looks like. We are using Google Maps. We're going to be doing street view of Main Street and maybe like one other section of town. I don't know why I've never considered doing this, but better late than never. So we're going to start in Main Street, just give you an idea of what the town looks like. You might live in a different state, different country. Just want to get a little familiar with what the town actually looks like. And I get it, you can just do this yourself on Google Maps, which is what I recommend that you do. This is Main Street in Lancaster. And this is 2023, some of these shots. This will give you an idea of what maybe type of homes look like, like right there. It's a very kind of a quiet Main Street. They got multiple churches on Main Street itself. August 2007, wow. It's kind of what we're dealing with. That looks like an old New England style home right there. It looks like we have a church coming up here. Lancaster Town Hall right there. I think this next one's the church. Yeah, kind of dealing with these types of homes. Lancaster, like you already know, is incorporated in 1653. So it's the oldest town in Worcester County. And New England itself has a bunch of old style homes, and Lancaster is no exception. So usually like on a main street you see like a bunch of gas stations or maybe restaurants or something like that, but no, this is Lancaster right here. A lot of brick buildings, older architecture. Postal service right there. I don't know what those churches went. I think there's one up here. Yeah, there's a church here. That's one of them at least. Which one is this? Steeple Fellowship. So there are multiple churches. All right, let's go to the Bolton Fair. So the Bolton Fair takes place in Lancaster, not Bolton. And this is kind of where it's located. Gives you an idea of what the layout looks like, that sort of thing. All right, now let's just go to a random street so you can kind of see what homes are on there. But first, let me just get out of Street View. How do I do that? Let's go to a random street. Let's see, Bolton Orchards. Let's go here. This looks like kind of like a cul-de-sac right here. All right, this is a neighborhood in Bolton or Lancaster. This looks like a newer style neighborhood with newer designed homes. Oh, it's just some stone. Whoa. So this is August 2007. So yes, this is a newer development here that we're seeing. Oh, wow. What if we go this way? Is it going to be still August 2007? No, October? Wow, what a difference that is. Oh, man. Let's go back this way. Jeez, look at this. Look at the expansion. Wow, this looks gorgeous. Got a lot of beautiful homes here. Wow. Look at these landscape lawns. So this is a nice neighborhood in Lancaster. This looks very quiet. Someone's doing yard work right there. Wow. So I think it's a requirement that all homes need to have a perfectly manicured lawn, from what I can see. Anyway, that is Main Street, Lancaster. That is the Bolton Fair, where that's located, and that is this neighborhood, which is Nicholas Drive, it looks like. Let's get back on with the video. Alright, well that does it for the screen recorded video. Hopefully you enjoyed that. It gives you a little taste of what Lancaster's all about. Gives you an idea of what types of homes that are there, what the neighborhoods look like, what the downtown looks like. It's not much of a downtown. It's not like a bustling downtown that's like Worcester or Leominster, some of those locations. Even Holden's a town, but it's got a pretty busy downtown. Okay, now we're going to talk about the real estate market. So the types of homes that can be found in Lancaster is the average Massachusetts home. You got the colonials, you got the capes, the ranches, the farmhouses, the antiques, the Greek revivals. Lancaster is the oldest town in Worcester County. So there's quite a few of those older style homes that people like, the 1700s, the 1800s, those types of homes that were built back in those days. And then you also have the new modernized homes, the newer neighborhoods, the middle-aged neighborhoods or middle-aged homes. The newer neighborhoods are the ones I just showed you in that screen recording on Nicholas Drive, I think it was. That's a very modern neighborhood, because as you saw, August 2007, it was all dirt and they were digging it up. And those homes were built within the last 20 years. All right, the home prices and market trends. This is very different from a typical town video that we've done, but I'm gonna put the document up on the screen. I'm not gonna go over every single statistic, but there's 3 times as much inventory in the market this year as there was last year, on this day last year. 3 last year on this day, 9 this year. I wanna focus on the average sale price. So the average sale price last year is a little over $538,000 on this day last year. Now it's approaching $600,000. So there's been about a 11.4% increase in the sale price from this day last year to this day today, September 30th. The closed units was about the same, 43 last year, 44 this year. And this is single family homes, by the way. And the average sale price as percent of list price is about 5.52% over list price. So homes are selling on average 5.52% over its list price. Unbelievable. I think that's the biggest jump of any town we've discussed so far this year. 5.5%. Okay, so that does it for the housing market in terms of the numbers and stuff. So it's not like a cheap town. It's not like a highly expensive town out towards Boston. You know, it's kind of like a middle range market. It's like that, you know, $450,000 range to $650,000 range. It's kind of like the ballpark that you're looking at for the average home in Lancaster. I did see one that was listed at $330,000 on the market today as of September 30th, but that one, based off just a couple pictures I saw, might not go for all financing. The Lancaster is very versatile in terms of the type of buyer that would be interested in it. First time buyer, downsizer, upsizer, growing family, easy access to different major cities. You know, if your commute is out towards the greater Boston, it's not that bad of a commute. It's very versatile. There's a lot going for it. Older homes, newer homes, Cape style homes, colonial style homes. There's a range. And it's right in central Mass too. So you can't go wrong with the location, in all honesty, and the type of buyer that will live there. You get that balance of rural living and modern amenities. If it's not in Lancaster itself, it's going to be in one of the surrounding towns, because you're close to Leominster, close to Worcester. You get the gist. It's in a good spot, very good spot. And it's got a lot of quiet, a lot of peaceful neighborhoods, a lot of land for some homes, like lot sizes. Really depends what you're looking for yourself. So in my personal opinion, I think Lancaster is a very nice town. It's got a lot of New England charm to it, like we've already mentioned. And I personally love driving through Lancaster because of that New England charm. It's just feels right. It just feels like it's New England. It just feels like that small, tight-knit community that you appreciate and to look for in, I guess, a Massachusetts and New England style town. It just has a lot going for it. If you're looking for peace and quiet, it offers that. If you're looking for more of like a upbeat lifestyle, like nightlife, Lancaster might not be the best place to live, but you're not far from that upbeat lifestyle, nightlife, because you're close to Worcester, and Boston's not too far away too. So you have everything that you possibly need close by to Lancaster. Grocery stores, restaurants, bars, clubs, so on and so forth. In closing, it's a very historical town. 1635, the oldest town in Worcester County. It's got the outdoor activities. It's a great place for all those buyers that I mentioned. My question to you is, have you been to Lancaster, or do you currently live in Lancaster, or have you lived in Lancaster? If so, please tell me down below what your thoughts of the town are. If you haven't been to Lancaster, what do you think of this video? Would you want to move to Lancaster? If you lived in Lancaster, did you like living there? If so, why? If not, why? So like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and share this video with someone that might get value out of it. Without further ado, I appreciate you tuning into this video. I will see you in the next video, which will be coming next week.